Alright, welcome to Rio. I just made it to the karaoke world and I'm taking an Uber to the Ipanema area. And let's go and let me show you more about Rio de Janeiro. Got my roommate Joshi.
This is my second time in Brazil, but first time in Carnival.
So we rented a nice apartment via Airbnb with 2 rooms, kitchen and a living room. We're staying in the Ipanema area and close by there's a Zona Sul supermarket to buy some basic groceries for my stay and also a Bradesco bank to withdraw some cash.
One of the best ways to explore Rio for the very first time is to take a helicopter ride.
Yeah, we're so excited.
We're really excited. We're so hyped.
But it was a little bit short, to be honest. I wanted more, but it was a lot of fun. Right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
So this helicopter ride was pretty cool because you get to see some of the areas of Rio de Janeiro. And it started in Barra de Tijuca, this long coast that is usually full with locals and expats. And then my favorite area, well, I'll recommend to stay. It starts with Leblon, Ipanema, Copacabana, Lem, and a little bit of Botafogo. And then further up, you have the whole Centro that is usually just good to visit, but you can stay in the Lapa area if you want to stay more into the local vibe. And of course, one of the main reasons to be in Ipanema is the beach, and it's just 5 minutes away from any of the areas that you're gonna stay at.
We going?
You're all sweating already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, that makes sense.
Once you sat down on the beach, like there's gonna be so many vendors, everything that you want. One of my favorite things to try here is the queijo coalo, which is like fried cheese. And they have 2 flavors, they have the honey and the oregano, but I like oregano. By the way, the whole beach is divided by postos or prefeitura, so it's easy to find the 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. Easy to find people. I was not expecting to drink at this time, but caipirinha, of course, like a typical drinking. You can basically spend the whole day here, like until sunset or something. There's so many things to eat, drink.
This is a 7 a.m. workout on the beach.
So yeah, a big part of Rio's culture is to be fit, so you can find plenty of beach sports to choose from. There's volleyball, beach tennis, yoga sessions, outdoor gyms, paddling, surfing, and of course, football, as is the nation's most popular sport.
I used to come here every day the last time I was in Rio, and I got shredded.
Okay, enjoy. Like even the bus stops in the beaches, they're made for calisthenics. People are doing exercises everywhere. This is so cool. And one of the first things that you gotta try in Brazil, of course, is açai. It's this fruit that you can get on the Amazons, and man, it's like a healthy shake, so delicious. You can find so many restaurants. It's one of my favorites in Rio. It's called Rio Açai Gourmet. So this time I got one with banana, strawberries, this delicious peanut cream, and there's so much açai and granola on the bottom. This is the best meal after going to the beach, playing some sports, something like that, man. It's so delicious.
I went exploring for the best co-working spaces in Rio, starting with this small place called Coworking Town, then visited both Selena locations, in Lapa and Copacabana, which they offer cold boots, free coffee and nice views.
By the way, in Brazil, they use kind of like the European block style. So always bring your converter, which I have here.
I also visited Como Coworking, a chill place to really focus on work. The same for Flux Coworking, with several tables to work at. And finally, Spaces with more of a corporate vibe, but plenty of tables, coffee options, and a pretty cool view of the Christ the Redeemer.
So this place is called Academia de Cachaça because they actually have cachaça, and it's this sugarcane alcohol from Brazil. Here with my friend Adriana. Like there's all kind of cachaça, right? Yeah, like so many things to try here. Wow.
This one is lime with honey.
Oh wow, it's good. Okay, so one of the main foods that you gotta try in Brazil, maybe in Rio, it's feijoada. It's a very famous, typical Brazilian food. Basically, it's just a stew of beans, rice, and it has pork. Fun facts of feijoada: they have it on the weekend. Usually it's for 2 people because it's a lot, it's heavy. So the guy gave us like pure cachaça just to try. See your reaction.
The cachaça is doing well. Me?
Not that well. It's a good place. Academia de Cachaça. Getting drunk at 2 p.m. maybe it's not good. So Copacabana is also very well known for Bossa Nova. It's like a Brazilian style of music. And here there's a club, it's called Little Club. It's also called Becos das Garrafas. And they have live music to actually listen to Bossa Nova. So I'm just waiting for the band right now. And you can get drinks, you can get food.
Obrigado, gente.
So when it comes to safety, I'll be honest, it does take some time to get used to this city, as you'll see tons of homeless people, shady characters, and even police patrols around. In general, it's actually safe to be in Rio. You just gotta have a few precautions like not showing off too much or just be aware of your surrounding. But for my many years as a nomad, I've been using Safety Win as my travel insurance. To have a peace of mind while on the roads, I will definitely recommend you to get one. And with Safety Nomads insurance, you can have an electronic theft insurance up to $3,000 worth of electronic valuables. You can also get cover on over 2,000 adventure sports, such as surfing, hiking, and all activities you're gonna do in Brazil. Anyway, I love Safety Win, and if you wanna get insurance by them, I'm gonna put the QR code here, or also gonna put it in the link in the description. And one of the best ways to move around the city is with this bike service. So you pay a monthly fee that is very cheap, and you take around 4 bikes every single day, and if you want more, it's just additional price. But it's amazing, like there's stations everywhere around Rio. Like, let's explore a little bit. I want to show you one of my favorite areas that is just behind Ipanema. It's a lake called the Lagoa Rodrigo de Freitas. Very close to the lake, there's this botanical garden that's supposed to be one of the best ones around the world.
Many people come here to do picnics or to have wine, for dating or with some friends or a big party.
And also nice place for sunsets. Not everybody knows it, but it's a cool, different place to see the sunset. Every Sunday in one of the main squares of Ipanema, they have this market. You can buy like a lot of stuff. Clothes, art, culture, anything. Oh yeah, actually nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Santa Teresa, La Pava.
Dona Marta.
Dona Marta. It's really cool. It gets a little bit hot like any other place in Rio. So it looks like in Brazil, I see a lot of people with these stamps and prints on their shirt.
This is one of the places where you can get the most unique styles and prints.
Yeah, I might get this one. This one is really cool.
I think you should, man.
In Ipanema especially, there's a lot of these stores. And the material is viscose, like a different kind of material. So yeah, thank you for showing me this one. And you might see me wearing different clothes than this one now.
And yes, there are tons of stores to buy Havaianas in Rio, as it's true that everybody here loves to wear these flip-flops.
Hello.
Where are we going?
We're going to Sugarloaf.
Yeah! Supposed to be one of the most iconic things to do here in Rio. This is the start, and it goes all the way. So there's 2 cable cars to take you all the way to Sugarloaf. The first one takes like what, 5 minutes or less, and the other one maybe is longer. But there's like this stop, you can get beer, food, whatever, and just get these really insane views of Rio. Oh, it's melting. So at the end it gets really crowded because everybody wants to see the sunset, but it's so beautiful. Like you can see the whole Rio de Janeiro. What's up, man?
There he is, the YouTuber himself. Rodizio, I think it means all you can eat in Portuguese. Would mean that we get this salad bar, so all of the different salads, and then they come around with the meat. Yeah, just offer it to you. My first time, I kept forgetting to like put the tongs there, and they'd be like looking at me like, "Are you gonna put your tongs there?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I'm not used to this," you know.
Good. Not that tender as the rib. This rib is really, really soft.
Brazil excels in the food department, or that unique to their country is the meat. For me, this is like the best, specifically Brazilian culinary experience that you can have.
Danilo, what is this?
43. Licor 43.
Oh, licor 43. And you're gonna... Or they're gonna serve it like crazy. Oh, wow.
Yes, please.
Wow. Always a pleasure to see you, man. Last time was Thailand. Here.
I'll see you when. I don't know when.
I don't know when. Next time. So Rio has a full system of metro that goes everywhere around the city. So you can get a monthly card from the machines if you want to save some money, but you can also get your own card and get it every single time, a single payment for every ride. It's the easiest way to do it. From Ipanema all the way to downtown Centro. And from the metro, I just arrived to downtown, the Carioca metro station, and I'm gonna take a walking tour around the main area.
The true name of the city is called São Sebastião do Rio de Janeiro. When you're walking downtown of the city, I always recommend to look up. Cafeteria Colombo or Colombo Bakery is from 1894, and it was created by two Portuguese guys.
So we got the coxina, it's made out of chicken, and then we got the brigadeiro, which is also a famous dessert here in Brazil.
All the entertainment of Brazil was here, so this was the Brazilian Broadway. So Lapa is a small cave. And there's a church over there that's called Nossa Senhora da Lapa. That's why the name of the neighborhood is because of the church.
It looks very weird from the outside, like a big cone, but the inside is so beautiful. So
Teresa, you can do it. I was expecting like, no class? What happened?
And yeah, the tour just ended in the Lapa area, and it was actually really nice. And they left us in the Celeron Steps, which is a famous area. There's like this whole stairs. This is the Chilean artist Jose Celeron. Such a nice picture. Now in Lapa, every night, especially on Monday, there's this area called Pedra do Sal. You can dance on samba because it was supposed to be where it was originated. So with my friends, we're gonna go dance, get some drinks, and have some fun in the night.
In Rio, you can find several buffet places to eat, like this one that is called Tropicos.
They give you a ticket and you choose the food that you want, and then they just wait, and then you pay.
It's mostly homemade local food with so much variety and very affordable prices. The whole experience of choosing the food, getting waited and pay, make it worth it if you want to get an easy and delicious meal.
It's a hard name. I don't know how to say your name.
Nobody does.
Nobody. And it's a made-up name.
It's a made-up name.
Anyway, Janissa, she's one of the admins of the Digital Nomads in Rio WhatsApp group and community. Yeah, if you go to the website riodigitalnomads.org, you can find the WhatsApp group.
Where our aim is to help nomads connect with each other and answer any questions that they might have about what it's like to live in Rio or even just in Brazil. And then we do big meetups and little meetups all the time.
So there's a meetup in the island of Goa, I don't know how to say it. And yeah, we're gonna meet other digital nomads. So interesting to have like this island just in front of the Rio city. It's totally different than Rio. I think it's good.
So if you're looking for people to hang out with, you can find them there.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
Thanks.
There you go. So it's 4 a.m. in the morning and we enter in the Favela Vidigal just to take a taxi to start one of the most famous hikes. It's called the Dois Irmaos. It takes around 45 minutes to get to the top. Just some steep areas. It's worth it. It's not that hard, and you get to see this really nice view. Like I could do this every morning. No, you wouldn't wake up every morning to do the coffee service. I'm sorry. There's even people doing rappel here. Like, I didn't know it was possible. But yeah, after the hike that we did this morning, we're gonna get just a breakfast in one of the coolest places in Ipanema. It's called Emporio Jardim La Praia. Yeah, it's a cool place for brunch. First I got a parfait, which is like yogurt and granola. So yeah, you got to try pau de queijo, man. It's just one of my favorite things.
Wow, they are delicious.
It's also one of the typical things here in Brazil.
I hate it.
She hates it.
I hate it.
So the only issue about the tapioca is that they're a little bit dry because of the flour, the cassava flour. But I think still it's good, especially with cheese. And they have also crepioca, it's like a crepe tapioca thing. You gotta try it, really good.
Now let me show you some of the best coffee shops that are laptop friendly, starting with Cherry Bao that has the best selection of Greek coffees and a lot of tables to work from. Mini Joe has also great coffee options and breakfast. And close by there's this place called Tiny Cat with a cute cat decoration. There's also a library called Livraria do Travessa that has a whole area to work and read books. You must try the delicious cheese slides. Another great one is called Quiteria Café, a cozy brunch restaurant that also lets you work for a while. And finally, there's a cool place called Aussie Cafe with delicious cold brew and avocado toast, because Australia, eh? I also got to meet the owner there who tells more about his coffee shop.
Coming to my cafe for the first time, you're going to meet, 3 or 4 people in the first visit. And those 3 or 4 people could be your adventure buddies for the rest of the time that you're here.
Okay,
brother. Thank you.
Congratulations.
That was
awesome. So in the mountains of Rio, there's a whole national park that is called Tijuca, and there's so many things to explore. There's a botanic garden, there's waterfalls, there's like hikings, and then one of the most iconic things to do, of course, is check the Christ, the Redeemer, and also come to this Parque Lage place. It's like a building that it was from some Portuguese family that now became like a brunch place. It has a view of the Christ, of also the national park. Such a beautiful place. I'll totally recommend to come here first or after the Christ. Okay, today I'm getting to the Christ the Redeemer, and there are different ways to get there. One of them is hiking, but they say that there can be some thefts, so it's better not to do it. It takes around 2 hours. But one of my favorite, the most famous one, is just take a tram. This is just called the Tram de Corcovado. It's around 20-25 minutes from the base point all the way to the Christ, and you just get directly. Way, even at 7 a.m. you can't avoid the crowds. There's always gonna be here. Like, I got the first tram, there's already a lot of people, and then you're gonna depend on the weather to properly see the Christ, because it's on the top of the national park, and then it gets cloudy sometimes. And on the way back from the Christ, you can see this viewpoint called Mirante Doña Marta. So you see from Doña Marta, you can see the Christ over there. Now it's getting so clouded, so you really need to check the weather. So every Sunday on the Gloria area, especially just in front of the metro station, there is a whole Sunday market. There's so many things you can buy. Fruits, accessories, food. So one of the things that you gotta try in Rio and also in this market is the pastels. They're like this like rectangular shaped cross pie. And also have this caldo copo, which I don't know exactly what it is. And they serve the cold, but it's actually really good. But they have meat, chicken, cheese, like all of the flavors of these pastels, but man, they're really good.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
How are you? It's good to see you.
I was not expecting to drink at 2 p.m., 1 p.m., but it's Sunday, so cheers, guys. So they're saying this is the best Nigerian food to try in Gloria Market. It's just rice, shrimp, salad, and banana, but it looks really good. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to do in this market. There's samba, there's food, there's a lot of things to buy. Very good place. So very close to downtown, there's this area called Santa Teresa, which is this beautiful, cute place to check around. And one of the best ways to do it is taking the tram. You buy the tickets here and then you gotta wait. Because the tram goes every 30 minutes. A lot of tourist people doing this. But I think it's a cool spirit. So yeah, we're gonna go around the whole Santa Teresa. Yeah, so we moved to another restaurant to try different things here in Santa Teresa, and this one I wanted to try. It's a moquequinha. It's a vegetarian moqueca. So something different. It's made out of banana.
By the way, a great combo to get in Ipanema is to have a drink from a place called The Coffee and then get a pastel sonata in Portugal, which has a very similar taste like the originals in Portugal.
And there's this very, very small place called Beep Beep. They play live music in just like a room. It's an interesting thing to check in Copacabana. It's like a tiny desk.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Tiny desk concert.
I like that analogy. And there's this museum called Museo de Mañana or Museum of Tomorrow. I just went to check it out. It's pretty cool. It has all this concept about humanity in a few years. Sometimes a bit dramatic, but it's just a nice place to just go, and maybe when it's raining, like just a chill day. It's just in front of downtown.
As it's hard to get tickets to see a soccer game, I booked an Airbnb experience where we met a local tour and took us to the Maracana Stadium.
It was the biggest stadium for a long time.
Because there was a final here too, no?
Yeah, 2 World Cup finals.
It's a must to check the Maracana Stadium if you're a soccer fan, if you're in Rio. Obrigado. Cheers. Salud. Alright, today I'm gonna hike one of the highest rocks in Rio. It's called Pedra do Gavea. And I found this WhatsApp group from the Digital Nomads Rio. Like you can put any hike that you wanna do and people can join. It takes around 2-3 hours to go up. It's gonna be such a fun hike, I hope so.
You study until July. Outra pessoa aqui, ó.
So you can either take the ropes and then or go climbing by yourself. Yeah, so we made it to the top of Gavea, but it got cloudy. On the way, it was sunny, but when we got here, it got really, really cloudy. But if we wait an hour or so.
Yeah, what time is it now?
So it's a good place just to chill. People are taking pictures and this beautiful view. You can see Rocinha. You can see the hike that I did, the Vidigal one. Wow, how many times have you done this hike?
I think about 30.
What is this beach?
It's a secret beach.
The secret beach. It's not that secret anymore. So yeah, after the hike, you can go to this beach called Juatinga, and it's just like 10 minutes away from the trail, the star of Pedra de Gavea. Totally recommend it. There's a lot of people playing Huacina. It's a kind of a soccer thing they do in Brazil. You never let the ball bounce. Yeah, thank you for joining the hike.
My pleasure.
Today I'm visiting Rocinha, one of the main favelas in Rio, but I booked it through an Airbnb experience to get a proper tour with the locals.
How did it go?
Fine, actually. Yeah. I even like
You were good, yes. Stay safe here, no? Like
Yeah. I'll explain it in a second, but yeah, you're not gonna get robbed.
So we walked through some stairs around the favela, so small places. We went down to this view from a house. That's why we took the Airbnb experience, because this is the only way you get like this kind of views. We're having fun in the favela and now we're just dancing. How
This
did
was-
Rocinha start?
Yeah, so this was just a big farm, and yeah, I think just because of its proximity to the South Zone and everything, people were looking for work, and they just had nowhere to stay, so they came here, built houses, and then yeah, it just grew organically from there. The government's official numbers of the population here is around 170,000 people, which is definitely a lie because there's like 120,000 families.
It's so interesting to walk around these small alleys. So cool, such a different place in Rio. You gotta do it with a guide. I totally recommend it because the streets are like a little bit dangerous to walk. Sometimes we couldn't even take our phone out, but really interesting to be honest.
So today I want to show you what's a day in the life here in Rio de Janeiro as a digital nomad. I'll get ready and then get some coffee.
Yeah, like a really nice security guard, Fernando. Found a place called Cherimbao that they have pour-overs. I mean, they're good.
It's probably the best you'll find for pour-overs, I guess.
And there's my pie de queijo. I love pie de queijo.
Get back on 22 when I was in Asia.
What do you get there?
Brisket.
That looks very healthy too.
Okay, the one cool thing about my Airbnb, I have this home office area and also this art wall of Rio de Janeiro.
Alright, after a long day of work, now I'm gonna go to the Arpoador area to meet my friends, get some drinks, and then go to the famous Arpoador Rock to watch the sunset. And after the bar, we're gonna head to the rock, the Arpoador Rock, just to see the sunset. It's one of the best places. There's always a lot of people, but it's cool. Like everybody gather and watch the sun that is setting over there. Every day we're checking the sunset in Arpoador.
Yeah, this is the spot.
And everybody, like so many people there.
The most beautiful it can possibly be.
Yeah, it's so lucky, no? So they're just applauding, man.
So if you're in the General Osorio area, then definitely pay Le Poulet a visit. It's a classic. I made a bunch of local friends here 2 years ago, and we would always come here, and there's a lot of good memories here. So Moscow mules in Brazil all have foam, which is unusual. Like most of the world, it's just, you know, a Moscow mule. But here, they put foam.
So this is the Barbukoski, and we're in the Mundolingo, which is like this international event that you meet people everywhere. That's why they ask you for the flags. How's it going, man? Finally. So every year in Brazil we have Carnival, and it's usually around February, and one of the best places, of course, to enjoy it is Rio de Janeiro. And it's divided by three main things. So we have the Samba Drum, which is a typical parade. We have the Samba schools dancing, and we're showing all this exotic stuff. To buy tickets for the Samba Drum, you can check Bookers International, and you can just choose the places, the seats. There's so many options for every single day. And then we have the Blocos, which is street parties all around the city. There's so many. There's this app that you can see all the parties every single day. It's just crazy. So we're having a Blocos in Ipanema, and they told me to wear something yellow because we're all ducks. So I got like this improvised outfit. Every single person of Ipanema is on the beach right now. It's a very cool vlog. Thank you very much. Man, that's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. I don't know what to say.
No, you're such a fucking big inspiration.
It's so funny.
And it's actually very easy to buy all these outfits. There's an area called Uruguaya in downtown that you can just see a lot of people buying like last minute outfits. That we just went there with my friends. And I got everything so cheap. I don't know, I spent around $10, $15 with the whole thing.
It's so funny that we wear things this outside every day, but it's just because it's Carnival. It's a set.
Glitter, double horns.
And you see all the people wearing all these things.
And no one bats an eyelid.
That's right. So today we're going to a party at the end of Copacabana, and there's a lot of people here. That's the thing about these Blocos. There's so many people.
São de onde?
Here.
Yes.
Now Carnival is a big time for people who want to steal stuff from you, so I just got this purse bag in one of the markets. So you can put, a wallet, sunglasses, and all your phone, all your stuff. You never know what could happen in Carnival. And then we have the dance parties, which is like private parties. And we're going right now one that is called Baile do Sarongue. It's an AI team related. Yeah, this is Carnival after 2 weeks of lots of parties in the morning, 7 a.m. and it's just fun. I check it off on my bucket list. I always wanted to do it. Gonna try to go back to the digital nomad life.
So in the Leblon area, there's this restaurant facing the beach that is called La Carioca en la Playa. It's one of the best places to get ceviche. Very tasty. The daughter reminds me of the ceviche in Peru. It's the next location that I'm gonna make a video about. Check my YouTube if you wanna check that.
Now let me show you more of the best restaurants that I visited in Rio, like Nusa Cafe, a small spot with the best brunch selection. Zaza Bistro is a cute place with authentic and delicious seafood cuisine, and they give you an interesting letter after you finish your meal.
I would choose the heaven for the temperature and hell for the company.
Okay.
Alma Cafe is a great place to eat the best menu of the day. Spicy Fish is a fancy restaurant with Japanese and Korean cuisine, one of my favorite places to have dinner at. Canastra Bar has the best pizza in town, especially their salami one. And Delirium has the best selection of craft beers, from local to international options.
So to escape the Rio city, just 30 minutes away, something like that, you gotta take the train first and then get over and you get to these beaches. This one's called Prainha. Like being in this beach doesn't feel like you're close to Rio. It's just such a nice escape from the city. And then we're gonna have food on the restaurant, the cliff. It looks pretty cool.
From Antarctica, which is the most famous brand in the...
From Antarctica? Saúde. Cheers. Obrigado. We have like a whole fish.
Yeah, that's why it's special, because it's fresh.
What is this?
You know.
Oh, like a fish stew. So in front of Rio, there's this city called Niteroi, and if you like architecture, you should definitely check it out because there's a whole tour about some of the iconic buildings from Oscar Niemeyer, one of the most top architects around the world.
It's a square drawn by Niemeyer. It's his project.
In this free tour, they can tell you everything about why do they build all those things and how Niemeyer impacted the area.
There are some events here, some expositions. Clap your hands like...
Wow.
The sound that makes it really big.
It's a really nice tour if you like exploring architect buildings and knowing more about architects like Oscar Niemeyer building these things. This art museum is pretty cool. It just goes 360 around and you can see a little bit of Rio on it. So cool, man. So cool. Thank you. Obrigado.
Thank you. Obrigado.
That's really good.
And by the way, I took a ferry ride back to Ipanema.
Okay, so this time I come to this place in Copacabana that is called Barraca de Chiquita, and it's like a northeast restaurant style.
So I love this place. It's always fun to drive.
And we're getting bobo de camarão, chowder-like Brazilian dish of shrimp with coconut milk, herb, ginger, and other ingredients. It's really good. I like the creaminess. And they've been playing live music, which is poho. It's a style of music also from the north. It's just a pretty cool restaurant to get the vibe from areas like Pipa, Natal, and where I'm gonna go after the video too. I'm gonna make a video about Pipa. Just check my link for that too. So in Copacabana, there's this military fort that has a few restaurants. You can have a view of the whole beach. And it's actually a nice place to end up my journey here in Rio because I'm about to leave very soon. And by the way, you gotta pay 10 reais in cash to get into this fort. A lot of people like leave because they don't have those 10 reais. I got a B60 coffee and some plastic waffles over here. Look how they give you the hot. For after a very long time in Rio, I can definitely tell you that it's a really cool place to be. I just love being so close to the beach. You have a whole city to explore. I am gonna miss it. Definitely gonna miss Rio.
And of course, I couldn't leave Rio without having a last açai at the beach.
It's so delicious.
Boa sorte e volta sempre.
Sim, volta. Hey, thank you for watching the video Rio de Janeiro as a digital nomad. I hope it was helpful and inspiring for you. So I want to share the cost of living for a whole month. Spend around $3,100 or 18,000 reais because the Airbnb was expensive and also included the Carnival, the Favela tour, the Maracana Stadium. I mean, there's a lot of things to do in Rio.
And I also added a travel insurance. I'm using Safety with Nomad insurance. It costs around $56 per month, and it covers up to $250K for anything that can happen. I mean, it's a safe place, as I said, but you never know what can happen. It has coverage in Brazil, and it's so easy to use. I'm gonna put the QR code here if you want to use it as well, because I would totally recommend it to get it. I also have a Google Map links with so many other recommendations that I couldn't include in the video because it was already long, but I'm gonna put everything in a guide that I'm making. So if you wanna know, links in the description if you wanna get that guide. And if you like this video, give it a like. Also give me a comment what you think about it. And don't forget to check the other city guides that I have, like Pipa Brazil and other places around the world. All right, see you in the next one. Ciao.